Hey guys, I just came in from the mountain. Tanner and I were out skiing for the last few hours, so I apologize about my little bit of bedhead I have going on here and my overall presence right now. But anyways, I have been promising you guys this little video for, I guess, the last week and a half now. So I decided there is no better time than right now that I'm all fired up. It's such a beautiful day out on the hill to just cut this quick video and show you guys a step-by-step of exactly what I did to bring 5 new people onto my business last week, and this week so far I have 3 already. So I hope you guys are ready for this. I'm also going to share a little bit of my own personal story of when things changed in my business and how they changed, because I think that's also a very important part of the story for you guys to hear. I have not actually shared this with many people, but initially when I got going with Empower Network, it was the end of February 2013. I did not do anything with my business. I think it was between 2.5 to 3 months. And I don't know why. I honestly, right now, tell you the truth, I feel like I would be a lot further ahead if I did. But my biggest setback was myself. I was standing in my own way. I don't know if any of you guys feel like that, if you guys feel like that you don't have that self-belief yet because you haven't made a sale or you haven't had any leads or any of that. But that, in fact, is the key to what is exactly holding you back in this business. And I know I could tell you this and I could speak it to you because this is exactly what happened to me. And I'm going to share with you the exact way that I was able to break over that. So what changed, I guess, in the very beginning from those first few months, like I got started, I got going, I have a great coach, a great mentor, but I didn't do anything. And this wasn't because that they didn't help me, or it wasn't because that there's not training in the Empower Network, being as we all know that there is so much training in there. And this isn't because of anything. This was because of me. It literally came down to me. I wasn't plugging into the inner circles. I wasn't listening to the Monday night calls. I wasn't listening to our team calls. I wasn't going and doing anything. Like I was learning things here and there, but I wasn't implementing them. And it all came down to because I didn't believe in myself that, first of all, that this was possible, and second of all, that I didn't believe that I could do it. Even though I was seeing all this success around me, I just didn't believe that I could do it. So anyways, I'm not sure if you guys have felt like that at one point or another. I know after talking to a few people on my team, once in a while I get or they tell me things like, oh, I just need to make a sale. I just need to get a few leads. I just need this and I just need that. Well, we all just need that. But the thing is, only you can get those. And I find that when people say, I just need a lead, I just need a sale, I need to make a sale, those are very self-limiting beliefs, and you're holding yourself back by saying that. The second that I changed my mindset and I changed it to, these leads are coming effortlessly and easy. People are coming onto my team and they're coming to me, and I'm attracting them effortlessly and easy. And I would tell myself this every single day. Not only did I tell myself this, that I would also write it down in a gratitude journal, because I do gratitudes in the morning, sometimes at night, but I do gratitudes. Also, along with that, and this is something that I've recently got back into, but I know when we were filming the Project AWOL reality show, this is something that Cam, Glenn, and Dakota talked about all the time, was reading the book The Magic. And this book is absolutely incredible. It's a day-by-day journey through gratitude. And there's no way by going out there and being grateful for all this kind of stuff, you're not going to bring any negativity back to you. It's only going to help your self-belief. So those are the first few things that changed in my life, in which I guess in turn changed my business. I started to believe in myself because I started to do my gratitudes every single day. I started to be grateful for absolutely everything. I started wrote out my gratitudes. I was listening to and plugged into the inner circles every single day. And then on top of that, I was also reading The Magic and going through each chapter is like 2 pages, and it's a little exercise. So if you don't have that or haven't read it, I would highly recommend going and getting it. And secondly, and this was a big challenge for me, I had to start believing that I could do it. I had to get rid of those limiting beliefs like, oh, when am I going to make a sale? When am I going to have somebody on my team? When am I this? When am I that? That was my biggest roadblock. So the second that I broke that down, and I kept on telling myself, like, this is effortless and easy. People are coming to me, they're attracted to me. That's when things started shifting, and that's when my belief went from like right here all the way right up to there. I knew that this is possible, and that's when people started coming onto my team. So anyways, back to, I guess, so that was my story, my little struggle in the beginning. Don't take that road. Don't do it. If I could go back and redo it, I would take massive action right from the very beginning. I would get in the inner circle, I'd get those products, and I would learn it, and I would keep my my head down to the ground until like I was at the part or the point that I wanted to be per month residuals. I wouldn't even come up and breathe until that point, but I didn't do that. So don't do what I did. Get started right now. Do whatever it takes. It doesn't matter if you have to get on the phone with somebody, if you have to set up a home meeting, if you have to, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just get it done. Get those things on there, get your belief level up. So I guess basically after that, sorry, I just have all my stuff written out here. I just want to make sure I touch on all the points. The second thing, I guess last week, I really made sure I was plugged into absolutely everything and anything I could. So I was on the Project AWOL vision calls on Tuesday nights, which I now think they're Wednesday. I was on every single one of Vic's trainings. I was on the Monday night power hour. I also listened to an inner circle every single day. There are some days I listen to 2 inner circles. And if you're having trouble about picking which area and which inner circle that you should listen to, find one about the area that you think you're struggling in. If it's struggling about how to work with people on the back end, watch an inner circle on that. If it's on the belief level, watch an inner circle on that. If it's about how to talk to people and how to bring on leads, watch an inner circle on that. There's an inner circle out there for absolutely every part of your business that you feel that you are stuck in right now. So if you don't have the inner circle, I would highly recommend getting that right now and starting to go through it, because another thing besides my belief, took my business from like bottom level up to where I am right now. So, and I can honestly say that that was because of the inner circle, and that was one of my biggest belief changers and game changers in my business. So I stayed in and I was plugged into all this training. And on top of that, I was also reading every single day. There were some days, obviously, I could read more than others, but it didn't matter. I was at least reading 15 minutes every single day of not a novel about 50 Shades of Grey or whatever is trending out there right now. It was a novel about something that is going to help move me forward in my business. So right now I'm kind of on a spiritual, I guess, journey. So I read one about being able to change your life through your beliefs. And that's kind of, like I said, back an area where I struggled when I first got going. So I like to continuously plug myself into that kind of material all the time, just to make sure I'm always on the right track. So make sure you're always plugged into the groups. Make sure you're commenting and liking on people's statuses. Make sure you're going through and just seeing what's new in the Project AWOL group and the Empower Your Network group. Make sure you're going through all the trainings. Make sure you are reading every single day and listening to an inner circle. It really isn't that much stuff to do. But the more that you're plugged into and the more stuff that's being poured into you, the more value in turn that you're going to give out. And you're going to notice that that's going to be a big shift in your business, and people are going to be sort of attracted to you because of the value that you give. Okay, so now that we've got through mindset, and the thing is, and this, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I can lay out the exact blueprint, and I'm going to show you that right now of what I did to get those 5 members on my team last week and the 3 members on my team this week so far, and I'll lay that out for you. But until you believe in yourself, you're not going to get those results, and you're not going to get, you may get results, but you're not going to get the results that you want. So really, I encourage you to work on that belief level right now and starting right now. Don't even worry about going to getting new marketing out. Go and listen to an inner circle. Go and read something, and just like, remember, just believe in yourself. That's basically what this business comes down to. I cannot stress that enough. So anyways, so here is the blueprint of exactly what I did. Lately, I've been diving into social media marketing a lot more than I did before. I'm a strong believer that each and every single day, you should be learning something new. It doesn't matter where you learn that from, whether it's from somebody you talk to in the business, whether it's from reading, whether it's from something you saw online. It doesn't matter. Learn something new each and every day and implement it. So, as lots of you guys know, I have been really engaged in my Facebook fan page. I decided that I was going to basically go balls to the wall with it, and I was going to make it work for me. That alongside my classifieds, but I'm mainly focusing on my fan page. So what I did was I scheduled 3 posts in there. First of all, I went and I figured out what Facebook likes right now, what kind of engagement what kind of engagement I have to do so that my Facebook fan page is seen amongst or above everyone else's. And I went and I learned those. If you want to learn those too, I suggest go to Google, just Googling that, figuring that out for yourself. But I went on there and I also went into the back of my Facebook fan page, and I'm a very numbers person, and I like those kind of details. So what I did was I looked at all my fans I have, which I increased by, I think it's 53 now since Friday of last week. Sorry, my nose is itchy. So it's super powerful. So what I did is I went on there and I looked at my fans, and you can go on and see what time of day that those people are actually logging on to Facebook. It gives you a nice little graph. So what I did was the peak time. So there's one like right here, there's one, oops, this is all backwards on the camera, one right there and then one right there. So the 3 highest peak times is when I went and scheduled stuff to come out. So the first one I did in the morning was an inspirational. The second one I did closer to the evening when people are going to be around at their computers was some sort of video, whether it was to a meditation or whether it was to something Tanner and I have done when we were in Bali or the videos that we shot. It didn't really matter. I didn't care. And the third thing I put out there is, and I didn't do a third one every single day, but majority of days it was something that I thought was really neat that I found online. So I scheduled my whole Facebook fan page for a whole month ahead of time. Then I also learned that if you go on there and engage heavily in other people's fan pages, people are going to see your fan page more. So I logged into my Lindy Jordan fan page and I went over to Kristen Mack, a good friend of mine. She's doing amazing in this business, her and her husband. They're traveling in Costa Rica. But anyways, I logged onto her fan page and I started going through there and I started liking and commenting and engaging in all of her stuff. Because she has a great fan page that lots of people are seeing. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to see Lindy Jordan, and because people are just like to know who's who and who's commenting and who's liking what kind of stuff, and in turn they're going to click back to my fan page where they're going to see my direct link to my Empower Network blog, where they're also going to see pictures of myself, because I always picture usually once or twice a day I'll have a picture of Tanner or I or whatever. They'll see my content, and from there I've had lots of interaction from people either joining onto my personal page to ask me questions, or they're going sending me a message to my fan page. And that's literally how simple I have kept it. So every single morning, I'm just going to run through my day with you really quick if that's okay. You might want to get a pen and paper, because this is exactly what I did last week to get this. Okay, so first thing, I'd wake up in the morning, I would go and get my coffee, because I'm not going to lie, it's hard for me to do anything without a big cup of joe. So I'd go get my coffee, I would sit down, I listened to Esther Hicks. This was quite funny for me because the guys in the house listened to her every single morning, and I never really got into it or whatnot. And then it was somebody on our team actually that posted that in the group about Esther Hicks, and I was like, I think the universe is trying to tell me something. Maybe I should actually listen to her. So I started listening to her, and as I became more and more and more engaged, and the more I listened to her, and the more that I guess broke down my barriers, everything was just flooding to me. It was crazy how quickly I was able to attract and increase my monthly residual income in just a few days. So I started listening to Esther Hicks first thing in the morning. So right after I had my coffee, I kind of lay down on the couch. I make sure everything else is quiet around me, take away all my distractions, turn my cell phone off. That was the biggest one. Turn everything off. And I put her into my earphones and just listen to her. It was a 15-minute one. And if you guys want to know which one it is, just let me know and I'll give you the exact link to it. But I listened to her first thing in the morning. The next thing after that, before I even looked at my computer or before I looked at my Facebook, didn't matter. I didn't even plug into any of that until my mind was in the right place. That's the biggest thing for me. I walked over and then I would grab this book. This is one that I was just telling you about that I've been reading a lot. Sorry, there's my microphone. And I read a chapter out of that. And then I would go and read and do one of my daily gratitudes. And then if I was really, really grateful that morning and right in the right place, I would do my gratitudes right then and right now. And if I wasn't, then I did them later in the day. But that doesn't mean if you're not feeling grateful by the end of the day that you don't do them. You do them every single day. So from there, that's what I did. And then after that, I went and plugged into Facebook. And because my mind was in the right place already and I wasn't saying, when am I going to have that next member? Is that member going to come on to me? Where am I going to get that member from? What kind of marketing should I do? I just did what I wanted to do. I was in such a good place in my head. I was such a good place in my heart that I just put out the content I wanted to. And surprisingly, these people basically just came knocking at my door. And aside from that, because I have the 3 Facebook posts coming out. I was really engaged in other people's fan pages. I'm actually watching 5 different people's fan pages. So I'm really engaged with their fan pages, and I go on there and message them and go through and like all of their stuff. Other than that, I message maybe 10 old friends per day and just be like, hey, how's it going? I haven't chatted with you in a while, and just see how the conversation goes from there. But that's basically all I've been doing besides blogging every single day, and then my Facebook fan page is linked up to my blog, and that's it. So I'm going to encourage you guys right now that if you have any of those self-limiting beliefs that we talked about or I told you that I went through, you need to work on that first. You need to get your belief in yourself, because before you believe in yourself, nothing is going to happen with this business. Well, maybe stuff will happen at this business, but you're not going to be at the level you want to be at. So you need to believe in yourself. And the second that you believe in yourself, everything is going to change for you. Your marketing is going to change for you. The way that you talk to people is going to change for you. Everything is going to change for you. And I can promise you that, because I was just in that situation. And those are the hurdles that I went through as well. And like I said, what helped me quite a bit was going through an inner circle every single day. I watch listening to Esther Hicks. It doesn't even have to be Esther Hicks. It could be any sort of meditation about happiness, doing my daily gratitudes, and just being involved with the community, because our communities are absolutely incredible. There's so much inspiration, so much motivation in there every single day. So we should be plugged into those all the time. It doesn't matter where you are. I probably check the group like 10 times a day just to see what people are doing and how they're doing, or if people need help with anything. So first of all, like I said, I encourage you to believe in yourself, get all that sort of stuff figured out. Once you have done that, sorry, I'm just reading my notes to make sure I get everything again. Stay plugged into the group. Stay engaged to the training. Stay engaged to what's going on. Like, comment. Stay engaged with other people's fan pages, whether that means that you need to get a fan page buddy or a Facebook buddy, and every single day you just go through each other's Facebook and like and comment on, or not their Facebook, sorry, their fan pages, but like and comment on all their stuff. That's what you got to do. That's what I did with Kristen, and it's been working very well for us. So do what you have to do. It doesn't matter. Like Dave said, and I took this challenge very seriously last week, he said, you guys need to get 5 people per week. And since he said that last week, I got 5 people. Tuesday, I'm looking at my calendar right now, Tuesday the 25th. I've already got 3 people signing up this week. Pretty cool stuff. It's awesome. You guys can do it, and I believe in you so much. It is a lot easier than you think. You just have to get out there, get your content, and start working with those leads. And pretty soon, once you start getting those leads flowing, just listen to their circles about how to convert those leads into sales. That's all I did. I was just basically a product of the product, like they teach in the 8 core commitments. And that is how I got those 5 sales last week and the 3 this week so far. So anyways, I hope you guys found some value in this. If you guys need any help at all with your fan pages, with anything that you're doing in your business right now, don't be afraid to give me a shout out, or anybody else in the group. Just post it in there. Other than that, I believe in you guys so much, and I know that you can do this. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.